You know, when he ran around running for president, he also talked about global climate change, right? And how global climate change is causing catastrophic wildfires all across Washington state. There is only two ways that fires start that I know of, right? They're either man-made or they're caused by lightning, right? I mean, if the wind blew really hard and two trees rubbed together really fast, I suppose a fire could start that way, but mainly two ways, right? The problem that we've been having, and because we've had the problem why we've had these catastrophic wildfires that kill people, burn buildings, homes, wildlife, domestic animals, is because we're not managing our forest lands like we used to, right? We're not thinning them, we're not logging them, replanting them, and cleaning up the carbon on the forest floor when we're done. And so when a fire does start by lightning or man-made, they burn hot, they burn fast, and they kill people and animals. We need to start managing our forest lands like we used to. You know, we used to log them. That money goes to support our schools, or it's supposed to. It's absolutely unacceptable. And then you add the fact to that the government, both federal and state, have been closing down road access to our public land since the early 90s. You know, first they dug out ditches in front of the roads, and then they put gates, and some of them they've taken the equipment out and completely taken the roads out. So when a fire does start, firefighters don't have access to get back in there and fight it, let alone we the people don't have access to our public lands to enjoy hunting and fishing, hiking, and cutting firewood. That needs to change. We need common sense on these issues. That's all it is. Does anybody here hunt or fish? All right. So Jay Inslee talks about how we need to bring back salmon to feed the orcas, right? Which we do. I'm not against orcas, right? They're a beautiful animal. If you've ever seen them in the wild, out in a boat, they are amazing. I want to bring back salmon for the citizens of Washington State and the orcas and that huge industry that is gone from this state, including tourism, right? That's jobs. There's three things we need to do to bring that back. And it does not include wasting millions and millions of dollars on study groups to figure out why. Right? This state has wasted so much money on people that do nothing besides get together and talk about this problem. And it's just common sense. We need hatcheries to produce 100% and build more hatcheries where they're needed. Right? If salmon aren't going out, salmon aren't coming back. We need to take care of the overpopulated predators, right? Department of Fish and Wildlife, that's their job, is to take care of the wildlife in this state, right? And that includes predators. We cannot let seals and sea lions and birds overpopulate. They crowd up at the bottom of dams, they crowd up at the mouths of rivers, and they eat a lot of salmon. Predators, as well as all the wildlife, need to be controlled. And then we need to work on habitat. Salmon need clean gravel to spawn in. Those three things are going to bring back our salmon. And that is recreation and that is industry. That's jobs. I went out to Westport not too long ago and talked to people out there in the fishing industry. There used to be 300 charter boats that worked out of Westport alone. And think about all the other ports around this state and the river guides. But just Westport. 300 charter boats, and each boat's got a captain and a crew making a living wage, supporting their families, and then all the support facilities on shore. You know, people used to come here from all over the country, all over the world for our fisheries. So you've got airlines, hotels, rental cars, cafes, gas stations, sporting goods stores. They went from 300 to 28 charter boats in Westport because the fisheries is so bad in this state. We bring that back. We bring back all that tourism to this state. We bring back those jobs to this state. And we get our salmon back and feed the orcas as well. That's how it's done. Is that common sense?